Well, I want to thank you so much, Eileen, for coming and taking your afternoon to be at this venue at the Marple Public Library.
Thank you for having me.
Could you give the group your complete first name and last name, too?
Sure. My name is Eileen Bellew. I am a Director of Food Service at Marple Newtown School District, and I am a registered dietitian.
Absolutely. And that's why you're here. And you've been such a support to me when I first dreamed this up. And I figured, I saw your name on the website and called you, and the rest is history. You really understood what we're trying to do here. And one of the first things you told me about yourself was how you got into the field. It seems like you were working in food service at one point. That's how you met registered dietitians and wanted to become one. And
that's exactly what happened. I worked in the hospital. I worked in food service. I used to wonder what a dietitian did. And during lengthy conversations, I said, wow, you know what? I want to help people. People can get better. People can be well hydrated. People can eat well through food. So this was a whole different avenue for me. So that's when I decided to go to school for nutrition and dietetics.
You must have seen the outcomes too. I mean, for you to want to be like that and do that, you must have seen the outcomes, the patients.
Yes, you did. You saw people. I saw people get better through healthy eating. But actually, when I first started going to school, that's when I really discovered my passion for nutrition, and that's really what led me down to school food service. It was by chance that I stumbled into school food service, but I was always taught in college, you know what? You'll find your niche, whatever your niche is. I think traditionally registered dietitians were always thought to be in hospitals or nursing homes, but there's just so many different little niches for registered dietitians out there.
Yeah, I think we're learning today that there is a broad expanse of niches and expertise. Even though we all pass that registration exam, we have to have the education for it, somehow we're able to branch out and be everywhere, it seems, and helping people get good nutrition, proper nutrition at the right time. What in school, in the arena of school food service, how are you able to meet kids' nutrient needs? Say in Marple, to start with that one.
Well, what we try to do is we try to feed them healthy. We work through the USDA, through the PDE, Division of Food and Nutrition. We have standards that we have to adhere to as far as how many nutrients. When we talk about nutrients, we're talking about the amount of calories, the amount of fat, the amount of protein, calcium, vitamin A, vitamin C that actually go into the school nutrition program. So we really have to tailor the menu to meet these needs because we're really feeding our future. This is for growth and development of our future.
Absolutely, our students.
Yes.
And now, why is that such a challenge? It sounds so well intended.
Why
is it a challenge?
Why is it a challenge? It's a challenge because not only do we have to balance good nutrition, but we also need to balance our budget. So within school food service, it's always a challenge. We need to make sure the kids are eating healthy, but we also need to stay within our money. And at times it can be quite a challenge, especially if you have pieces of equipment that are breaking down.
Oh yes, just to prepare the food and to chill it.
Yes, yes. I mean, it's a whole big process.
Yeah, it's so interrelated.
Yes.
I imagine. You know, and certainly I've worked in a small sense, having a Title VII nutrition program in Texas when I first got out of school. And Title VII was the congregate eating program for senior citizens, and it was the same thing. You know, you needed your good equipment, and hopefully could use the commodities, those free commodities.
Right, the free commodities.
All the cheese and the turkey and cans that you could, but you did also wanted to give them the fruits and vegetables and calcium they needed.
And what's wonderful, you know what, Jen, you did touch on the commodities, and the commodities have come a long way from the brown boxes. We do offer a variety of manufacturers now that the kids can see that, okay, well, mom and dad serve this at home, but you know what, we also offer this on the school lunch program, which is really great.
You have the street cred and name recognition. You know, I had an FCS teacher teach a class once how to make black bean soup from scratch, and these kids, you know, they were there because they couldn't peel a garlic.
School food service, it's a whole different animal. It really is. It's from start to finish. There's marketing involved, there's nutrition involved, labor, equipment, so there's many facets within school food service.
What effect has the growth screening program had? This growth screening program that's mandated by the Pennsylvania Department of Health through education, where the school nurses take the height and weight of the kids in the fall, calculate their body mass indexes, and send letters home to the parents in the spring.
Well, that's not really my area of expertise, so I'd rather not comment on that.
You don't get any blowback from that?
No.
Okay. Well,
no.
I'm sure
my menus are too good.
Well, that's the thing, because I remember I lived right near the East Penn School District, and I am name dropping. This was the famous one 5 years ago that sent letters home without even telling the parents they were going to send them, and not everybody got them, so there was that. And the people from New Zealand were interviewing the Director of Pupil Services. It was just a news item. And anyway, they were like the first to really do that. But I think, oh, and then of course it was, well, what about the cafeteria? But I think because you serve such good food to begin with, it's not even an issue.
You know what, Jen, my philosophy is good eating starts at home. So I think if the kids learn at home, then whatever they learn at home will carry on into the school. As far as what they eat, how much they eat. We like to introduce new foods. We also offer a variety of fruits and vegetables at our snack stands. So there's good food out there available for everyone. But again, you know, it depends on what your taste is and really how you're educated at home. And we just like to further that education within the school and teach good nutrition.
And it sounds like you do. I want to thank you so much for sharing that with us today, taking your time out.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Oh, you're welcome.